Ready? Okay. Hi, we're here again with another virtual lesson from Keystone Equestrian Center. We're here again with Brooke and Teddy, and today we're going to incorporate some of our straightness techniques that we learned in the last video with our jumping now. So we have a little exercise set up, and it's what I like to call a butterfly exercise because it kind of makes two wings. There's a lot of turning and a lot of straight lines, and it's really good because a lot of people, when they come into jumps, lean and pull on the inside rein, which causes the horse's outside shoulder to fall out, which means the horse won't be on his line of travel coming into the fence. So he comes in crooked and has to get straight and then has to jump, which isn't good. So you'd rather want them to be straight off of the turn. So it's, again, learning how to distinguish between a turn and a straight line and not letting the two muddle together. So we're gonna go ahead and have Teddy do the exercise right now, and we'll kind of see how he does with the exercise, and I'll kind of try to explain it. And this might be a fun exercise for you to try at home when you're not really wanting to jump really high right now, because maybe you haven't been jumping your horse because you haven't seen him, or maybe it's just a little bit of downtime with him and he just needs something to freshen up his technique without getting him overworked. Okay, we have Teddy doing the exercise here. Don't lean in your turn. Stay straight. Let the horse turn from a square turn underneath of you. Go to the wall straight. And then turn, don't lean. You can see there is a little bit of leaning going on. So here is about where I would turn my horse off the wall to get him straight. So I would make my turn from A there into the corner to almost to F. And then I would do a square turn from my outside rein and my outside leg, not my inside rein, to get my horse's outside shoulder up and straight to the center of the pole. So that when my horse comes off of his turn, he is therefore straight, and then that way he can put his hind legs underneath of himself to get a good propulsion up over the pole and over the fence. This is a relatively smaller fence, but the higher they go, they really need to be making sure that they're straight coming in so they don't pull a rail or run out or stop because they don't feel safe coming in. So I have two cones here just to kind of give a reference point of she should definitely be straight at the cones. So her turn has to end before the cones. She has about 3 strides to the fence. She lands. The other reference cone is on the long side. It's on the opposite side of the fence, telling her to stay straight to the quarter line and then make her turn to the wall and get straight at the wall. So there's 2 fences, the same pattern doing this. So she can work off her right lead and her left lead. But it's very good because you can keep going and you can keep working on your right lead, your left lead, your right turns, your left turns. So you're working both sides of your body and both sides of the horse's body and working on keeping him bilateral. So here we're gonna see if we can put our leg on and underneath out of the turn. Push. Yes, better. Straight to the wall. Then do your turn. Change your lead. Don't lean in the turn. Keep your inside rein up and on the horse, not open and pulling, and straight. Good, to the wall. There he's offering a little bit of a flying change for her because he's a little straighter and he's able to do that. Good. To the wall, change your lead. Watch your turns here from C to almost around M. You want to kind of do your turn, then get straight. To the wall, change your lead. Good. So here I have another thing that could help you with straightness with your horse. When you're being straight with your position, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen these before, they're V poles. We tend to put up V poles for young horses on both sides of the center of the fence, so they create a V to the ground line or the placing rail. Teddy's a little bit further along in his training, but he is a little weaker and tends to sort of fall on through his left right shoulder, right? His inside shoulder coming off the turn. So we just put one pole up to sort of keep him from falling out of his right shoulder here and to keep him a little straighter and square to his cone. And he's going to keep his cone on his left shoulder. So that's a pretty direct line. But if you really challenge yourself and you learn to really push yourself and make sure that you're really coming in straight, landing straight, and going out straight, it really creates a more balanced jump. So V-poles are really good. We just put one up. Again, there can be sort of another one, excuse my finger, but right on that side of the fence to sort of funnel the horse into the center of the fence. Now I'm going to stay where the cone is, and we're going to see if that V-pole, and we're going to watch Brooks turn, make sure she's not using her inside rein to pull the horse on his inside shoulder, and then widen his outside shoulder, widen the turn, because he's going to go out through the outside shoulder if you're pulling on the inside rein. So we're going to make sure she does a square turn, gets straight, jumps straight, and goes out straight. And I'm standing here, so hopefully she's not going to run me over. She should go right on the left side of me here. Keep your energy coming out of the turn, stay straight. And you can see he stayed pretty straight there. Really good. Okay, so today with the straightness, with the jumping, one of the main things that you want to work on is, again, that you're not leaning, you're not collapsing, you're not pulling on the inside rein to steer your horse. Your horse's steering has to come through his body to get him straight. So when he makes his turn, he's straight, his hind legs are underneath of himself, so he can do his job to the best of his ability to push off the ground, make a nice round balanced jump, not pull a rail, and go out and be ready for his next fence without a whole lot of reorganizing on the opposite side of the fence. A couple of things that you can do to get your horse a little straighter. Again, put up cones, put up reference points so you know I have to stay, this is the line I have to travel on. You can put lanes down with poles. You can do the V-poles. All that's really good stuff for horses that tend to be a little weaker on one shoulder or one side of their body than the other. It really helps them feel, get the feel of being straighter, and the rider to get the feel of the horse underneath them being straight. Because if your horse is always crooked, chances are you really don't know what straight feels like. So if you can feel the difference, then you'll know what to strive for and what not to strive for. And the straighter your horse is, again, the better he'll jump, and the better he will progress with the height of the fences going up and with wider oxers and things like that. So we'll probably incorporate something like that into our next grid work lesson, or starting to put spreads and things like that into the equation too. But keeping it very simple is a very good thing until the horse learns straightness, and that way he'll be confident enough to do his job when the going gets tougher. Okay, guys. Also, there's an Easter egg hunt in the video. First person that chimes in with where it was and its location will win the prize of $20 gift certificate. And I want everybody to have a healthy and happy Easter. See you next time.